Welcome to AI Products Daily News. I'm your host for today's deep dive into the rapidly evolving landscape of artificial intelligence. Today, we are witnessing a dual revolution, one that redefines how governments serve their citizens, and another that changes how businesses create the digital tools they need to survive. Our lead story today takes us to Albany, where New York State is making a bold, multi-million-dollar bet on the future of governance. Governor Kathy Hochul has officially announced the statewide expansion of AI Pro, a custom designed, secure generative AI platform that is now being placed into the hands of over 100,000 state employees. This is not a mere experiment or a niche pilot program. It is one of the most comprehensive integrations of artificial intelligence in the history of the American public sector. AI Pro is powered by Google's latest Gemini 3.1 Pro model, chosen specifically for its advanced reasoning capabilities and its industry leading context window, which allows it to process and analyze massive amounts of information simultaneously. Across 50 state agencies, from the Department of Motor Vehicles to the Office of Children and Family Services, AI Pro is being deployed to automate the high volume administrative tasks that often bog down government operations. One of the most significant applications is in the drafting of complex policy documents and the summarization of sprawling legislative reports. By utilizing AI to handle the first drafts of these documents, state officials can focus their expertise on high level decision making and strategy. Furthermore, the platform's advanced translation capabilities are being leveraged to translate state services and information into more than 50 different languages, a critical move for a state as diverse as New York. Security, however, remains the cornerstone of this initiative. Governor Hochul has emphasized that AI Pro is built within a closed, secure ecosystem. This ensures that sensitive citizen data and internal state communications never leave the state's control and are never used to train external, public facing AI models. This address to privacy concerns is a vital step in gaining public trust. As other states watch New York's progress, this rollout may well become the standard for how governments can safely adopt AI to increase efficiency without compromising the security of the people they serve. We now turn our attention to the world of software development, where the barriers between idea and execution are being dismantled at an unprecedented rate. Software, a major player in the no code ecosystem, has launched its new AI Co-Builder, a feature that promises to revolutionize how business applications are constructed. For years, the promise of no code was to allow non technical individuals to build software, but many users still found themselves struggling with the complexities of database schema and conditional logic. Software's AI Co-Builder changes the conversation entirely by making the development process conversational. Users can now build functional, professional grade business applications using nothing but natural language descriptions. If a project manager needs a specialized tool for tracking supply chain logistics, or a human resources professional needs a secure portal for employee onboarding, they no longer need to sketch out data tables or map out user flows manually. They simply describe what they need to the AI co-builder. The system then automatically generates a comprehensive database architecture, establishes sophisticated user permissions to ensure data security, and builds out the intricate business logic required to make the app work. This isn't just about making things faster. It is about making software development accessible to the billions of people who have great ideas but lack the technical background to write code. By handling the heavy lifting of backend infrastructure, software is allowing creators to focus on the user experience and the ultimate goal of their application. This move toward AI native development indicates a future where software is fluid, adaptable, and built in real time to solve specific immediate problems. These two developments, New York's massive public sector adoption and software's democratization of development, show us that AI is no longer just a trend, it is the new infrastructure of our digital world. Whether through the halls of government or the offices of small businesses, these tools are empowering individuals to do more with less, bridging the gap between complexity and utility. This has been your AI Products Daily Update. See you next time. Welcome to Voices on AI Daily News. I'm your newsreader, bringing you the latest developments from the rapidly evolving landscape of artificial intelligence. Today, we begin with a significant pivot in the financial sector, where JP Morgan Chase is redefining the boundaries between banking and technology. CEO Jamie Dimon has committed a massive $19.8 billion dollars to the bank's technology budget for 2026, marking a transition toward what he describes as a company wide neural network. This is not merely an incremental upgrade. A central pillar of this transformation is the launch of Proxy IQ, an internal AI platform designed to manage shareholder voting. By developing this capability in house, JP Morgan is effectively cutting ties with external proxy advisors, signaling a new era where financial institutions utilize proprietary intelligence to dictate corporate governance and internal logic at an unprecedented scale. Diamond's mandate reflects a broader trend of AI first corporate restructuring that treats data flows with the same gravity as cash flows. From the heights of Wall Street to the strategy rooms of Silicon Valley, OpenAI is proposing a radical blueprint for the future of society. CEO Sam Altman has unveiled a document titled Industrial Policy for the Intelligence Age, which outlines what he calls a superintelligence New Deal. The proposal is as ambitious as it is controversial, calling for the establishment of a national sovereign wealth fund and the implementation of a robot tax. These mechanisms are intended to fund universal basic income as AI driven automation begins to displace traditional labor. Furthermore, Altman advocates for a standard 4-day work week in industries heavily impacted by agentic AI systems. This policy shift suggests that OpenAI is moving beyond mere software development and is now positioning itself as a central architect of the social contract in a post labor economy. While federal policy remains in the discussion phase, New York is taking decisive action. Governor Kathy Hochul has finalized the RAISE Act, a landmark piece of legislation that establishes strict safety reporting requirements for frontier AI models operating within the state. Most notably, the Act mandates a 72-hour window for reporting any safety failures or anomalies. This state level regulation sets up a potential constitutional conflict with the White House, which has been pushing for a federal preemption framework to avoid a patchwork of state laws. As New York asserts its right to police the safety of models within its borders, legal experts anticipate a Supreme Court battle that will define the limits of state versus federal authority in the regulation of emerging technologies. In the realm of infrastructure, the physical scale of AI is reaching historic levels. Market analysis now confirms that global capital expenditure for AI infrastructure will surpass the $1 trillion milestone in 2026. This massive investment is being driven primarily by the hyperscalers, Amazon and Google, who are locked in a race to build the computational capacity required for the next generation of models. We are observing a significant evolution in their strategy. Both companies are shifting away from general purpose hardware toward custom, domain specific chips designed to optimize AI workloads. Moreover, to meet the staggering power demands of these data centers, tech giants are becoming major players in the energy sector, investing directly in power generation and grid infrastructure. The result is a total integration of the energy and technology sectors. Internal engineering practices are also undergoing a revolution, as evidenced by recent breakthroughs at Meta. The company has successfully deployed a swarm of over 50 specialized AI agents to map and document tribal knowledge within its vast and complex data pipelines. For years, the intricacies of these systems were understood only by senior engineers through experience rather than documentation. This AI swarm approach has not only captured this elusive expertise, but has also reduced AI tool calls by 40%. This allows models to navigate massive code bases with the precision and context of a veteran developer, effectively automating the most difficult aspects of software maintenance and knowledge transfer. Finally, we look at the shifting tides of the AI workforce. We are witnessing a notable migration of top tier talent from the halls of big tech into legacy industries. In a move that has caught the attention of the industry, Christopher Taylor, a prominent engineer from NVIDIA, has joined a self storage firm to serve as its chief AI officer. This is not an isolated incident, but part of a growing trend where seasoned AI experts are being recruited to lead traditional sectors through digital transformation. The maturation of the Chief AI Officer role indicates a surge in demand for custom agentic systems applied to the physical world, from logistics to manufacturing. It suggests that the most impactful phase of AI implementation may not be happening in the labs of Silicon Valley, but in the warehouses and factories of the global economy. This has been your Voices on AI daily update. See you next time. Welcome to AI Advertising Daily News. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into the tectonic shifts occurring across the artificial intelligence and marketing landscapes. From high stakes legal battles in Seattle to the reorganization of the global workforce, the intersection of technology and commerce is evolving at a breakneck pace. Our top story today concerns the legal infrastructure of generative AI. Amazon has been hit with a significant class action lawsuit filed in Seattle federal court. The plaintiffs, led by TED Entertainment and representing a broader group of content creators, allege that Amazon systematically harvested massive amounts of YouTube video content without consent. This data was reportedly used to train Nova Reel, Amazon's emerging AI video generation tool. The complaint is particularly granular in its technical accusations, claiming that Amazon utilized sophisticated automated systems and rotating IP addresses specifically to bypass digital protections and anti scraping measures. This isn't just a dispute over copyright, it's being framed as a direct violation of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. For the advertising world, this lawsuit is a canary in the coal mine. It highlights the precarious nature of the training data that powers the creative tools agencies are beginning to rely on. If the court rules against Amazon, it could force a massive audit of AI training sets across the industry, potentially leading to a new era where clean or fully licensed data becomes the most valuable commodity in digital marketing. In the world of social commerce, Meta is preparing for a major offensive. Reports indicate that the company is nearing the release of a new family of AI models, codenamed Avocado and Mango. These models are being developed by Meta's Superintelligence Group, a unit now under the strategic guidance of Scale AI founder Alexander Wang. This move signals a significant departure from Meta's previous focus on general social interactions. Instead, Avocado and Mango are being built to serve as integrated proprietary tools for commerce and real time ad generation. By bringing Alexander Wang into the fold, Meta is prioritizing high fidelity data and specialized training environments. For advertisers, this means the potential for a closed loop AI ecosystem, where the platform not only identifies the target audience, but also generates the ad creative and manages the transaction in real time, tailored to the specific context of the user's interaction. This strategic pivot aims to turn Meta's apps into unified AI storefronts, directly challenging the dominance of traditional search based commerce. Meanwhile, OpenAI is looking far beyond the code, proposing a vision for the future of society itself. The company has released a 13-page blueprint titled Industrial Policy for the Intelligence Age. This is a bold attempt to address the economic anxieties surrounding AI driven displacement. The policy suggests a radical reorganization of the social contract, including the adoption of a 4-day work week and the creation of a public wealth fund. Most notably for the corporate sector, the blueprint proposes shifting the global tax burden from traditional wages to corporate capital gains. The logic is clear. As AI increases productivity and potentially reduces the need for human labor, the resulting wealth should support the displaced workforce. For the advertising and business community, this document serves as a reminder that the intelligence age isn't just about better algorithms. It's about a fundamental shift in how value is created and distributed. OpenAI is positioning itself as a policy leader, urging governments and corporations to prepare for a world where labor and capital are viewed through an entirely new lens. Turning to the search landscape, Google is signaling that the era of AI experimentation is over. The company has officially transitioned its AI mode ads from a lab style experiment to primary permanent placements. This change marks a milestone in conversational search. Accompanying this transition is the rollout of new sponsored store units. These units are far more than just links. They feature real time merchant comparisons and integrate member specific pricing directly into the AI's response. Most importantly, by leveraging the Universal Commerce Protocol, Google is now enabling direct in chat checkouts. This collapses the traditional marketing funnel into a single interaction. A user can ask for a product recommendation, compare prices, and complete the purchase without ever leaving the conversational interface. This shift toward zero click commerce presents both an opportunity and a challenge for brands who must now optimize their presence for these highly integrated AI mediated shopping experiences. As AI generated answers become the primary way consumers discover information, the metrics of success are changing. PR Newswire has recognized this by launching its AEO and Geo brand reports, standing for Answer Engine Optimization and Generative Engine Optimization. These reports are designed to help companies track how large language models reference and position their brands. The tool goes beyond simple keyword tracking, measuring brand mentions, and identifying the specific sources that LLMs cite as authorities. It also provides a qualitative analysis of the sentiment and narrative framing that AI models provide to users. For PR and marketing professionals, this represents the next frontier of brand management. In an environment where an AI summary can define a brand's reputation in seconds, having data driven insights into answer engine behavior is becoming an essential component of any modern marketing stack. Finally, we look at the privacy centric model being championed by Brave. The platform has reported a staggering 500% revenue growth for its search ads, attracting a roster of top tier global advertisers. Brave's success is a direct result of its unique AI driven privacy model. Instead of relying on cloud based tracking and centralized data collection, Brave utilizes on device AI to match advertisements to user intent locally on the user's hardware. This ensures that personal data never leaves the device, providing a level of privacy that traditional ad networks struggle to match. This fivefold growth demonstrates that the industry is reaching a tipping point where privacy and performance are no longer seen as a trade off. As regulatory pressure on data collection continues to mount, Brave's on device AI approach offers a compelling roadmap for the future of ethical digital advertising. This has been your AI Advertising Daily Update. See you next time.